Hello everyone and welcome to Sandra's Crafting Corner. If you would, please subscribe to my channel and ring that bell. Also like, comment, and share. Today's video is the DIY Christmas in July challenge hosted by Mama Dares to DIY, Kerri, and Keisha from Sweet Urban Rose. I'll have their channels linked below as well as the playlist. DIY number 1. Here's what you'll need. Waverly white chalk paint, red paint or just use pink paint, extra fine glitter in crystal diamond, a set of ping pong balls. This is optional, but it makes painting the faces a little easier. This Sharpie will also make it easier. 4 tiny glass jars from Hobby Lobby. These are optional. Salt and pepper shakers from Dollar Tree. Fix-All adhesive or any other strong adhesive, and your glue gun and glue sticks. Now let's get started. First, I'm going to take everything out of its package. Next, I will remove the lids and prepare them for paint. I will be spray painting them off camera with the Rust-Oleum 2X in gloss black. I'm going to take 220 sandpaper and scrape off these markings that they left on the ping pong balls. Sand the rest and then go ahead and paint them with the Waverly white chalk paint. And then I'm going to sand them again to smooth them out because I don't like the texture of the chalk paint. Make sure you wipe off all the dust from the sanding, and then this is how I drew the faces. First you make 4 dots for the mouth. Then you will add 2 dots above that for the eyes. And now I'm going to take the orange Sharpie to paint on the nose. Just like that. I mixed up the red and the white to make a pink for the cheeks. And there you have it, a cute little snowman's face. Just repeat those steps for the rest of the balls. Next, make a funnel so you can pour the glitter in without making a huge mess. I have a love-hate relationship with glitter. I don't like the fact that you find it everywhere, even months later. I wear contacts, and if that was to get in my eye, it would be a recipe for disaster. Next, we're going to take these little scraps of fabric and turn them into scarves. Don't worry folks, I wasn't trying to shoot somebody with my glue gun here. I was just trying to stretch the cord so it would reach. Now you're going to want to glue the head on very carefully, making sure to get every inch or you will have glitter everywhere. I decided after the first one to glue the head on first and then the scarves. That way you can use the scarves to hide all the hot glue. Continue doing this for the rest of the snowmen. Also, I took some scissors and snipped the very ends of the scarves to make them look more authentic. After the caps have dried, we're going to put them on the top of their heads using hot glue and Fix-All. I made sure when putting the glue in that I did not let them touch each other. These glues do not mix well and will not work if you put them together. These snowmen were made to represent my family. My husband and I have 4 children, 2 girls and 2 boys. So I put the girls in red and black and put the boys in the red, green, and black. I also tilted the boys' hats one way and the girls' hat the other. And there you go, DIY number 1 done. On to DIY number 2. Here's what you'll need. You'll need 4 pieces of wood in various lengths. All must be ascending or descending. Then you'll need 1 piece of wood that is as long as the largest piece of wood. Next you'll need a brad nailer with brad nails or just nails, a tape measure, a hammer just in case you don't have a brad nailer or to hit in those brads that didn't get in all the way, some Christmassy ribbon of your choice, some Waverly chalk paint and plaster. I had to make my own mixture, any sort of green paint, any kind of red paint, you guessed it, any kind of black paint, and any black spray paint. I used this one. Some wood glue, and some hot glue with glue sticks. Some various Cricut vinyls, a Cricut machine or a printer, and various paintbrushes of your choice. Now on to the DIY. Here's what I meant by the various sizes ascending or descending, and the 1 piece of wood that is the same size as the largest piece. You will need that to stack these up to look like presents. Now you're going to want to paint all of the boards, front, back, and sides with the Waverly chalk paint and plaster. Now here comes the fun part, designing each section. I decided to go with the first and third being the green and red polka dot, the second one with the green stripes, and the fourth one going with the red stripes. Sorry about my back there. I was trying to get these little daubers. The key to perfect-ish round circles is to use those little daubers and to put it down and spin it in one place. After doing that, you have to make sure to pull straight up. Then I'm going to take the other dauber and do the same thing with the green. Whoops, there's my back again. Now I'm going to start the second board using my frog tape and the green paint. I start in the corner on a diagonal. Make sure you tape the top sides of each corner because those will be seen because the boards on top will not be covering it. You will lay the next piece of tape right next to the other piece of tape. You will do the same thing to the third piece of tape. Then you will remove the second piece of tape and use that as your spacer and do this the whole way down. Now your board should look like this. Here is a tip to prevent bleed through. You should push all the edges down, of course, and make sure that they're sealed. But go over the same area that you want to paint a different color with your first color, which for me was plaster. Once that dries, then go over with the green paint. I painted the bottom edges, but that was unnecessary. I did the exact same thing with the fourth board, except I changed the direction of the diagonal and did it in red. Now I'm going to sand the edges to rough them up to give them a distressed look. I got this little chair at Hobby Lobby in the dollhouse section. All we're going to do for this one is just paint it black. I took these two boards out to the garage and Brad nailed them together. I left a ½ inch lip on the back to make sure that it wouldn't topple over. Now all we got to do is glue them together, leaving an even amount on each side, using wood glue and hot glue, making sure they do not touch each other. I went out of frame here and I do apologize. I didn't know that my camera was still zoomed in. All I'm doing is gluing the top piece on the same way I did the rest of these pieces. Now it's time to add the decals. If I had to do it over again, I would put the decals on first before I glued everything together. Once again, I am out of frame. I apologize. All I'm doing here is making sure I have enough ribbon and how much I would need to go up one side and down the other. Now hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just hot gluing all the sides, including inside the corners, all the way up and down. Here you'll have a better look at what I'm doing. Just make sure that you get every corner pushed in and then go to the next corner. Now you're going to take those extra tabs and just tuck them underneath. This is the first time that I'm making a bow, so I decided to go with the Olivia bow from Olivia's Romantic Home, and I just did 2 loops and tied it with a chenille stem. I will link her bow tutorial down below in the description box. I'm taking a tiny piece of ribbon and tri-folding it so that way I can make it the little knot in the center. Then all I do is hot glue it on the back and the bow is done. So you put the bow right on top with some hot glue right in the center, and then you fluff it. Now it's time to glue on the little chair. I'm using a combination of wood glue and hot glue. Wood glue on 2 legs, hot glue on 1. The other leg will just stick over the side. And here they are, both of them, all finished. What do you think? I want to thank you all for watching my videos and for helping me get over 100 subscribers. I really do appreciate you all. Thank you.